Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Lucrative Yappage.
I'm sorry,
We got
what?
some lucrative yappage going on today. We got Vicky here and Kizzy here. Um, we're probably gonna start off with something different. We'll see where we go after this, but we're gonna start off with a different conversation. I know Victor has a question he wants to ask me, so I'll hand it over to him and see where he takes us real quick.
Yeah, so some of you might know, J. Cole recently dropped the album. Jermaine Cole
Jermaine Lamar
recently
Cole.
dropped his final album. Most people think I'm pretty sure it's his final album, right? This is the last one.
That's what he's saying. I don't believe so, but that's what he's saying.
All right, at least his final one for 4 or 5 years,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah,
So I was just curious. We got a J. Cole fan right here. I would call you a J. Cole fan.
yeah.
So I was just curious, what's the take on the album? Like, how do you feel about the album? Good, bad? How is the song selection, beat selection?
The
Let
fall
me know
off.
your
The
thoughts.
fall off. My thoughts on the fall off. I'll start it off by saying I understand the takes. I understand the internet takes. Everyone, not everyone, but like the takes of non J Cole fans. I understand the takes of them saying like, yeah, well, this was mediocre. This was underwhelming. Because I gotta be honest, I put this album on like it was 8 a.m. in the morning, fresh off the wake up on the way to work. Um, put on these songs, and I did not know what was going on. I was like, "Is this where we're going?" I didn't. After my first, and like, I listened to about 4 songs by the time I got to work, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm being honest. I don't know. And I was listening to it while I was at work as well in my AirPods. I'll say so. It wasn't like any like nice headphones, and still, it didn't satisfy me. But then I went out for lunch. Um, got like an hour lunch break. I restarted the album, restarted it in the car. I gave it a nice car test. I know the first test was a car test, but it was 8 in the morning. I was tired. It doesn't really count. Gave it an accurate car test on my way to lunch, and I kind of just drove around and I don't know if you saw it, but I put up a post. I'm like, it gave me 2 listens. It took 2 listens, but it's a good album. It's a really good album. It is. Um,
It clicked.
it just didn't click at first. That's all it was.
Are you sure about that?
It's a double disc. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people give takes off of one listen and they're not going to go back to it, which I understand. If you're not a J Cole fan, you're not going to go back and listen to it. But I would highly suggest to if anyone feels a way about it after one listen, give it another listen in the car. Give it a good car test and just listen to what that man is saying. Um, Me personally, I like disc 29, the first disc. I feel like there's a bunch of bangers on that side. There's still, I would say there's 24 songs. I would say maybe three or four of them are skips. Well, I would say three are skips. Um, and so just from that, even after the first and second listen, third listen, fourth listen, I listened to it maybe 3, 4 times that day, just to I put it on my home pod, put it on the good speakers.
Really let it set in. Like,
Yeah,
really let it settle in.
exactly. And my overall take is J Cole made this album for Fayetteville, North Carolina. He made this album for J Cole fans, and he made this album for J Cole. He didn't make this album for numbers or those who don't listen to him. He just made it for him, and that's what he wanted to do, and that's what his fans appreciate. And I know you see he's doing this trunk sale, and people are showing up like this
Yeah.
guy is this guy is him.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it's crazy because I feel like even people who were talking kind of like dissing J. Cole are trying to show up just to like, whoa, J. Cole's pulling up.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm about to just because they know J. Cole. Like, they just want
Uh-huh.
to like, they probably didn't even listen to the whole thing. They just want to,
Exactly.
oh, J. Cole's pulling up where I'm at. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Let me go. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. My friend, he's not a J Cole fan. He was like, "Man, my girl was there." I was like, "Yeah, bro. J Cole. Yes,
Ah.
he's a people man. The fans love him." I don't know. Did you listen to it? At least some of the songs.
I listened to some of the songs. I think I listened to, let me look up which ones. I listened to Quick Stop.
Yeah, that's a
I
good one.
listened to the one with Erica Badu.
Yeah, that
And I listened to the one with Future and Thames, and the other one with Future.
Yeah,
And yeah, I thought what you were saying, like, it's not like gonna move the needle either way, but I think it just kind of solidifies J. Cole, like as J. Cole.
yeah, literally. Like J Cole is J Cole. He's gonna always be J Cole. Like the two Future songs, "Run a Train." I love "Run a Train."
Huh?
That's the one where Future's on the
Yeah,
hook. I like Bunts Road Blues. That's the one with him and Tim's. I like Poor Thing. I would say Run a Train and Poor Thing are probably my two favorite. Um, Poor Thing is the one he's going after the guy that's from his hometown. Hold on. I like Safety. That's the one he's talking about. He did a lot of storytelling on this album. A lot of storytelling, which is J. Cole,
yeah,
which is what J. Cole does. So it all makes sense. I like Safety. He
exactly.
was talking about his friend who went to Atlanta and stuff like that. And there's another one.
Like I knew we went too far when we were talking about Grippy. Like I knew we had gone too far. It's too modern. What are we? Is Grippy? Nah, 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 nah. He had to come back. I'm glad he dialed it
He
all
had
back.
to.
He didn't participate in the beef. He didn't have to, I guess.
Yeah.
He's just him. He's himself. Humble.
Still sold 280K, which is good in today's age. It's good. So 115 pure sales. I got a vinyl myself, honestly. Had to get the vinyl. I bought it on
And
his
he's
site.
moving stuff out of his trunk. Like they don't even count
Yeah,
those as sales. He's moving stuff out of his trunk. Like
out of his
I
trunk.
can respect that for real.
That's what I like about J Cole, man. He is true to his fans. He's true to himself. He is grounded. It's not. I see a lot of people saying it's performative. That's if you know J Cole. Like I don't know J Cole, but if you followed him, that's not performative, bro. That's J Cole.
I don't think it's performing.
That's
If
what
it's
he is.
performative, he's been performing for a good 20 years
E-
at this point. I mean,
Exactly.
almost.
Exactly. And even in that song,
So
Quick Stop, Quick Time, one of them, whatever it's called. He's talking about like,
yeah,
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 I'll walk around with a hoodie and hoping no one notices me. And like, yeah, that's what we see. Like that's him.
yeah.
So honestly, I give it like an 8.5. Just that's my bias. That's it. That's my bias.
8.5.
8.5.
Okay.
But I was hoping for a
Okay.
10. I, I think I'll say this. Going into the album, I was expecting a lot better beats. Like if you listen to the Birthday Blizzard thing he put out, you listen to Might Delete Later, the off season. So there's some of his recent features he's been on. He's been rapping over like crazy beats, over like just good beats. A lot of these beats just weren't what I was expecting. I'm not gonna say they weren't good, but it's not what I was expecting going into this album. I was expecting a lot of bars over like just crazy beats, and we didn't get that. I had a feeling
Yeah.
he was gonna produce a lot of his album, a lot of the songs, but I think that's what it was for me. I went in expecting something, but got something else, and it took me 2 or 3 listens just to get it, just to understand where J Cole was taking me.
I feel like he brings that energy to Dreamville now. Like that type of energy you're thinking of. Like
Yeah,
you'll hear that in the Dreamville projects, like the more experimental beats and
hmm
him just kind of laying out bars and rather than storytelling.
yeah. He hasn't done and this feels like this was a concept album. He hasn't done a concept slash just non bars beat album since like KOD or Truly Yours. I would say like Might Delete Later and the off season were all just him rapping. Even KOD was a little bit of that. It was like kind of the start of
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
that's just what I was expecting. But like no, it was I do want more of that from J Cole, more just bars. I would love more bars, but like I like this album. I do like this album. It will stay in my playlist for sure. But I will say this: put some respect on JID. That man,
Oh,
his last album, like it's one of my favorite albums. His that's dropped in the past year, honestly. I would put it up there with. I don't even know if I want to say it yet because Fallout just dropped like a week ago. But I ran it back again like over the weekend because I went on a road trip back home and I put it on back on in the car, it was just like, man, this album's still good. And the last two albums JID has put out have been. I think that the other one they put out, the Forever Story, put out in like 2021, is a classic. Honestly, that's just me.
Yeah,
But I think this last album, don't sleep on JID. He's next up. You know, he's 30 years
I'm gonna
old.
listen to that JID one. Yeah, those are both two rappers that are closer to hip hop. I
Yeah,
think, I guess if you could put it all under the umbrella of like rap, it's been pretty dominated by trap
yeah.
in the past decade or so. But I would say they are closer to hip hop. Their beat selection brings them closer to trap.
Hmm.
But J. Cole, especially, I'm glad he's not trying to like be something he's not.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he couldn't do it. Like he's tried to do it before, but I think that's where he thrives
hmm,
is in that album.
yeah. And
But 8.5 is surprising. I don't know how it stacks up with some of the other projects released this year. Maybe I like that Rocky project. I mean,
hey, you gonna learn this a lot about me. I'm a lyricist guy. I like good beats, but I like lyrics and I like just good vibing, which is why I'm a J Cole and JID fan. I could not get into that ASAP Rocky album. I really couldn't. I gotta. I'll
yeah,
give it a chance just because I'm like, yeah, you gotta give J Cole a chance. I'll give it a chance for sure, but I couldn't. I just couldn't do it, bro. And I've never been a big ASAP fan, to be honest. So like,
I
there's
guess.
that. But
Yeah, he's been overrated. I mean, people have been waiting on him to drop for 5 years. I don't know how long it's
it's been
been.
a while.
He's been like teasing stuff. He's comfortable being Rihanna's man, and I get it,
Yeah, I
so
would
it's
be
cool.
too. And he's got
Like,
I forget what company he's an ambassador for. I think Ray Ban. So he's getting
yeah,
money.
something like that. He's on his high fashion stuff too.
Yeah, he's getting money. I know Don Toliver dropped too, and everyone's praising that album too. I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, that one it's all right. It's okay.
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm feeling about Don Toliver right now.
I don't know
He's
if I
all
could.
right though. He's all right.
I don't know if I could listen to a whole Don Toliver album. I can listen to him on Metro Boomin,
That's insane.
but I can listen to a whole Don Toliver album. No,
He's a
no.
little much.
Yeah,
Yeah, his voice.
yeah,
I mean, I like the vibe, but yeah. It's a little much.
yeah. And it's funny because I like 42 Doug, who his voice is odd, and I like West Side Gun too. His voice is odd too. So
West Side Gun's pretty good. Is he retired?
nah, he's still putting out albums. He just put out like two albums
Oh,
last like winter or fall.
he put out a new. What is he called?
Heels have
Hitler Wears
eyes.
Hermes.
Heels have eyes.
Check
Yeah.
that one. I know he was dropping Hitler Wears Hermes or something like that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You started a whole other combo.
Nah,
It's
nah,
coming.
I'm not starting
It's
that.
coming soon.
I'm not starting that combo. But as far as like J. Cole goes, like I'm thinking lyricist rappers of the past, let's say from just 2000 to now.
2001.
Like that, I think that includes Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I think
You'd include,
it probably has to include J. Cole.
yeah, yeah,
And that's like,
because J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick all started in about 08, 09.
yeah.
So they've been, all three of them been going 15 years. I still think J. Cole's
I
number
mean,
one.
if you're asking me, like J. Cole, lyricist rap, you got him at one of that of the.
Okay, respect. I would say Lil Wayne is him. With
I think I gotta put Wayne at one
I
too.
would yeah, Wayne is one. But so you wouldn't put Jay Z there? Cause like I guess because Lil Wayne is out when Jay Z was out, like back in the '90s.
Yeah, yeah, but I would say Wayne just had more prominence in the 2000s than
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
true, true. Yeah, I would put Wayne at number one.
And like, where are you putting Kendrick in that discussion? I feel like Kendrick. minus like the Pulitzer Award. I feel like people be glazing that Pulitzer Award like an MVP talk. Oh, he got the MVP. He got the Pulitzer. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, okay. But like, I think Kendrick has to be somewhere in there too. Like,
for sure.
I'm not sure where I put Cole. Like, it's tough because even Drake's lyrics, like
Yeah.
Drake as a lyricist, he was a writer for a little bit, even though he also has ghostwriters. Probably he was a ghostwriter too.
He was. He was. Ah, Drake and Kendrick are undeniably great. I just think if you, well, I can't even. I can't even argue that anymore as a J Cole fan because it didn't happen. But
It didn't happen.
if
If you put him in a verses,
you put him in a versus, J Cole loses. I think if you put J Cole and Kendrick in a versus, me personally, I want J Cole. I think J Cole wins that. I just don't know if Kendrick has hits. Like neither one of J Cole or Kendrick have hits. So like it's
oh,
a
man.
but
Oh
we're
man,
talking lyricists. I'm putting J Cole over Kendrick. Me personally, it's biased, but
I think it's close.
it's. I agree. I think it's a preference thing. It's a preference thing.
I think I agree with you. Yeah, honestly, it's like West Coast versus East Coast, probably for who you
Yeah,
prefer.
yeah, literally. J Cole's New York influenced, but yeah, I would put Drake at three.
Yeah, I think I got him even. I got him even. I probably put Wayne at the top of that mountain, like if it's a pyramid, and then
Yeah,
like J. Cole, Kendrick right there,
yeah.
and then Drake, probably Young Thug, and then
Meek Mill, come on, man.
Freak Mill. Oh, man.
Freak Mill, bro.
It could be somebody there. It could be.
What about Joe
I don't
Budden?
know about
What about Joe Budden?
Joe Budden. Nah, I'm gonna put Common there before Joe Budden.
What about Future?
I think Future's, but he's just as far as lyric, like just straight lyricism goes. I don't think he's there. Like beat
Yeah.
selection, I think Future's beats have always been.
Hmm.
It's not like he's producing them, but his selection has
Yeah.
been ahead of his time.
Yeah. And like having Future on a hook, bro. We could just have Future just on the hook. It's just like it's crazy. You know it's gonna kill.
Used to this, bro. Used to this, like actually activates my spirit outside of
Bro,
my
who are you telling, bro? We in Zayway in Cancun, bro.
used to this.
Bro.
Mexico.
Yeah, I gotta show you that video, but we were so turned off that, bro. Used to this, bro. And see, like that's Drake at his best. Like, come on.
That is Drake at his best. That is Drake. And that's what people don't like my take on Drake. Like I'm some type of Drake hater, but I always said like Drake is better as like a singing dude, bro. Drake, I think Drake's best verses he's half singing in him. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Not that he has a great voice, but I think his voice straight up rapping,
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's better suited for a little bit more melodic.
especially as a recent, bro. I don't every like all the snippets in the last album he put out. I can't get behind that mob boss voice. Like, yeah, the whispering. I can't get behind that, bro. And it's like the same every snippet I hear of Drake. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
act your age,
I'm not
bro.
feeling that either.
You're 40 years old.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like, come on. That's why. That's
Exactly,
why I like J.
exactly,
Cole and I can respect Kendrick because they're not doing that. But I get what Drake is doing.
exactly.
He's trying to stay relevant. He wants to be timeless. So I understand it, but I don't like it, honestly. I don't like
You know how I feel about it.
it. Bro, I
You know how I feel
I
about
remember
it.
when the beef was going on. But we were
That
at
was like immaculate hate watch.
bro, I remember we
Immaculate.
were at Melodies. I was like, bro, he dropped. 9 minutes later, I'm like, bro, he dropped again. I'm like, oh wait, no, this was Kendrick. yo, this is when he
Yeah.
dropped Family Matters. I'm like, I was listening to it in the hookah lounge. Listening to him drop Family Matters. I'm like, yo, what did he just say? He started off by saying,
Exactly.
"Dear Adonis." I was like, yo, this is insane. This is crazy.
It was crazy. Like, and I'm glad we got that, man. That was like a little event. We had like rap beef, man. And
yeah. Our little rap beef. The next generation will have theirs. That was our rap beef.
What Osama-san versus
Yeah,
Nine Vicious, bro?
yeah.
Yeah, I ain't hearing that, bro. Yeah, I'm not listening to that.
Benji
They
versus
could
Playboy.
keep that shit on TikTok.
Benji versus Playboy Cardi.
Keep that shit. No, I don't even like Cardi as like a diss rapper anymore, man. I feel like Cardi as a straight up like it's hard for me to say because he has some hard verses in I Am Music, but I don't know. I like what he's doing. He's leaning into the Atlanta sound more now.
Yeah.
He got to give Young Thug his voice back first for me to like fully support Cardi.